hear like something like a rumble sound. Something's not right.
Huh?
Something's not really right. I could hear like that rumble sound. Are you being serious, Ron? The standard piston?
Yeah.
Yep. And Gobi, I'm Ricky.
And welcome to Deadly TV.
So guys, we are back after a couple of weeks. We've got the R33 here and we have the engine put back in. As you guys would have seen, we went out with the car with Jason, we had damaged the piston, we came back and we found out he had a stock bottom end. We was all shocked, isn't it, Ron?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. We was all really shocked, guys. Even the owner didn't know it was a stock engine for all these years. Ron's been servicing the car and maintaining it for all these years as well, and he didn't know. Ideally, yes, we should have checked it, but it was one of those things the owner never asked you to check it either, isn't it, Ron?
No.
I'm guessing a lot of people who have these cars can't verify their engines. After that video, Ron, a lot of people have actually taken the cars in 2 garages, put a camera in it, and I've had 2 people tell me that the engines are stock and they thought it was 2.8.
Really?
Yeah, so it's actually crazy, guys. It just shows you a lot of cars do come over from abroad and sometimes there's no paperwork and they've been sold a dream, you know? But in this situation, guys, Ron has rebuilt the engine, he's put it back in and he's driving so much better than before, and we've got a base map on it now, so the owner of the car is going to run the engine in now the weather's better, and hopefully we're going to have it on the dyno very soon. But I'll let Ron explain everything that he's done and the new engine setup.
Right, well, yes, so obviously when we took it apart it was a completely stock engine, so 2.6. Customer obviously wasn't very happy, but at the end of the day he said, I want what I thought I had.
Yeah.
So we went full 2.8, crank, rods, pistons, the whole lot, rebore, all the new bearings, new oil pump, a complete new engine really. He just said, just let's get it done now, it should be done. And that's what we ended up with. So, and just in the meantime, just prettying up everything else, you know, everything else coated and just making it look nice again.
It looks so much nicer, Ron, now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you spend that much money to rebuild it, it's always nice to make it look a bit nicer as well.
Of course.
But sometimes nowadays making them look nice costs as much as doing them, completely rebuilding them. So,
but I guess obviously where the cars are getting really like expensive.
Yeah, I mean
now,
that's what people want, isn't it? And
they're willing to spend the money to get them looking nice as well.
That's right. Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully now he's going to be able to enjoy it, and it should be good, that's for sure. Being the full 2.8 now rather than 2.6.
Yeah, the car should definitely be spooling even better than before.
Yeah,
because it was really good before, but now it's a bigger engine. It's a 2.8 over 2.6, so the spool will be better. It should be making more power as well, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it should make more torque and stuff. Yeah, definitely.
We can't wait for the owner to actually drive the car, run the engine in. He's probably going to have to do what, about 800 miles, 1,000 miles?
Between 5 and 1,000.
Yeah, somewhere there. And then we're going to have it back on the dyno, guys, and it'll be nice to actually compare a 2.6 with the same setup, and a 2.8 at the same boost.
Exactly the same. We did put new injectors in and stuff, just to, you know, for the safe side of it, rather than the old school injectors that were in it from many years ago. But
which injectors have you guys put in now?
We put the 1,000cc ASNUs
ones. So guys, you've got fresh injectors in it.
The usual stuff, yeah.
That was a problem in the old setup because they were probably like 20 plus years old, probably, isn't it, Ron? And they were failing. So guys, make sure if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you guys subscribe, because we're going to definitely have this car on the dyno very soon, making some deadly numbers. It's actually so crazy, Ron, you know, like even on the old setup, even though it's totally stock, totally stock, just camshafts in it,
you would completely believe it was a 2.8 the way it drove.
Just the way it drove. But I can't believe it even had stock head gasket. And if the piston didn't go, that would have been probably the next thing to let go.
It's because the owner doesn't really lean on it very hard that it's lasted that long, really.
But plus, you said when it came over from Japan, he had a T88 on it, isn't it, Ron? Yeah. And people know T88s are very like
Very
laggy turbos.
and they don't have loads of torque going into them, do they? Stuff. So yeah, I mean he's done well really considering.
Yeah, I think that's what saved the engine for all those years. Then obviously you guys put a Precision 64, 66 on it.
That's right. Yeah, and
And
then
it-
put the link ECU and updated everything.
How long ago was that, Ron?
That was probably maybe 3 or 4 years ago at least.
Okay.
So
Okay, so he had it on that setup on the 64, 66 Precision for about 3-4 years, and then you said the turbo just let go. Like
yeah, the
after.
turbo just started to smoke and make noises and stuff, and it was worn out. Yeah, basically,
How many miles did you do on?
probably only 1,000 miles.
That's crazy, guys. Do you know, like I know Precision are good, but
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people have the same problem.
That's right. When he even done a research on the internet, it said Precision turbos people were having troubles with. So
Yeah, that's
So-
why we're testing out the latest Turbo
yeah,
Smart.
these seem to be great.
And this is the first car run that you've actually tested it on, isn't it?
I think it was actually. We've got them on. We'd had them put on other engines, but
Yeah.
they're not running yet.
Not
so-
running yet. So obviously, guys, we're very impressed with how the Turbo
Yeah,
Smart turbos are working.
100%.
Ron's testing them out soon on a lot more other cars. Guys, we've got a deadly strap brace here, but it's not just a strap brace. It's actually an oil cooler as well. So the oil cooler actually goes through the strap brace, and it's such a deadly design. I've never seen something like this before. So Ron, we've actually pulled out obviously the pistons out of that black 33.
Yeah.
And you guys obviously put a camera down there, and we saw you had a complete stock engine. So what, pistons, rods, crank,
Yeah, everything standard head gasket.
standard head gasket as well, yeah?
Yeah, so high compression because of it being just a thin standard gasket. And obviously also signs of the valves touching the pistons because no cutouts for the cams and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what? So even the bottom, the top, completely standard, yeah?
Yeah, never been apart.
Okay, and I think it just had like a step 1 cam in it because we could
Yeah,
hear the
pair of
camshafts in
cams
it.
in it.
So there are a pair of cams in it. So it was cylinder 5 that actually the piston was damaged in cylinder
5 and
5.
6 are always the hot.
So it's
hot
these ones here. So obviously we could see here it's got a crack in number 5. Tell us a bit more about like how these pistons are and do you know how strong they are?
Well, yeah, I mean obviously they're strong enough for power, but not for the temperatures and what you get when you start putting more boost through them.
Yeah.
And they're good for 500 horsepower reasonably well,
Yeah.
but this was pushing like 700.
Is that 760?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously we didn't know that it had a complete stock bottom end. As far as you knew and the owner knew,
Exactly.
it should have been a 2.8 HKS step 3 engine. It happens like that. Cars come from Japan. It's happened to myself and hundreds of other people that they buy these cars and it's meant to be a certain spec and it comes over.
Yeah.
Certain cars blow up straight away and certain cars blow up after 15 years and you find out
Customers
later.
obviously looked after this really well.
Yeah.
But,
Because it's 12 years old, wasn't it? This one?
It's had it 12 years. So
Oh wow, so it's had it a
it's
long time.
gone. It's gone from there gradually up and up bit every time.
Yeah.
And the latest turbo worked really well.
Yeah,
didn't
the
it?
Turbo Smart turbos work
Turbo
really well.
Smart Turbo come on really
Yeah.
well. So.
The way he was spooling up, I actually thought it was a 2.8. You know? So yeah, it was coming on really well.
I thought it was 2.8 all
And
the time.
man, even the pull we done in it, the first and only pull, it actually pulled really well, isn't it, Jason? You went through
They
the gate.
always do when they do that. But yeah, to be fair, one, we wouldn't have pushed it nowhere near that hard.
No.
No
if
way
we'd
to
known.
like 1.5 bar or boost.
Well, plus it would have been tuned differently as well
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, we would have put loads more fuel in, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? So,
Exactly.
yeah, to keep the pistons alive, you need to put a load of fuel in to cool them down.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Exactly.
we wasn't thinking that at all. So
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think after the sort of 500-600 horsepower mark, you definitely want to go for a forged engine. And if we knew, obviously, if it definitely was a forged engine, then it would have been all right at that power, 760. But
yeah, no sign
exactly.
of debt anyway.
No,
was it? So
there's
no
nothing.
sign
Yeah,
of debt on the.
yeah, condition of the
The
pistons as well,
headphones.
you can see. Yeah, because there was no knock. Jason had the stethoscope in.
Oh, and the knock on the ECU as well.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. So the condition of the rods are perfectly fine, isn't it?
Everything. Bearings.
Bearings are good.
Yeah.
Everything was good.
Yeah, it's just crazy how you just let go and piston cylinder 5. But I think, Ron, let's tell everyone what we've done to the engine now. So obviously you called the customer up and
Yeah.
you've obviously told him the news
Yeah, not particularly happy. Obviously thought it'd been done over by the people he bought it from
Yeah.
12 years ago, so he goes, yeah, not really going to be able to do anything about that.
Yeah. So obviously this is the engine now, so what have we done anyway, Ron?
Yeah, he said let's go and build it how it should have been built in the first place. So
Yeah.
we went full 2.8 crank, rods, pistons.
Is this like an RK spec?
Yeah, it's one
Okay.
of my sort of Chinese cranks. that
Yeah,
I've used
but
for
still
10
is,
years.
but is it a Cali's brand? Like
It's
still
exactly the
same as Cali's, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cali's have obviously put their own name to it.
Yeah, and it's the same crankshaft. That's exactly what it is, isn't it?
I think Crowder also sell it as their own crank as well.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Okay, so now it's got a 2.8 RK spec engine.
Yeah.
Have you done anything to the head? Obviously, you put upgraded
No,
head
we
gasket.
pulled all the valves out, obviously, and sort of decoked it all and reset the valves in. Just made sure that was fine. Made sure the guys were still good.
Yep.
Because they tend to crack also when you rev them too much and stuff. But no, they're all perfectly good. So that side of it was all good.
That's good. Can you remember what sort of size cam it had? Was it just like a stage 1 260 or like
no,
Tomai cam or something?
Obviously here, and Jamie's not really told
Okay.
me exactly what they were.
So these are the cam shafts
Yeah.
that were in the head, but they're definitely upgraded from stock, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has it got any branding on it? Or anything?
See, there's
It's got some
way it looks,
numbers on
it'll
the
be-
other side. Or
No,
Oh, okay.
it'll be on the end here somewhere.
okay.
Yeah, what's that? Is that 260? Or something?
270. Yeah, 270, Ron. I clearly
Right,
see
yeah,
that it
it's
says
probably a-
270.
It's like it's a Tomai.
Yeah, Tomai
That's where
270
they put
cam.
it.
That's why it sounded quite lumpy.
Yeah.
And I knew it had cams in it. That's why I thought straight away it must have
See
been.
by the power curve,
Yeah.
because it was still, we stopped revving it, it was still going
And
up.
it's pulling hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is like camshaft has a huge impact on a car. Straight away you can see it like night and day difference. The way
Yeah.
the power pulls
Yeah.
and it comes in.
So it's awfully,
So it's got like out. So that's not really even a step 1 cam. That's like a step 2 because it's in the 270.
yeah, hence why the slight marks on the piston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite high lift.
Quite high lift, so you've
they're
got
both
scratching
270.
on the piston. That's the old precision turbo that what blew up.
Yeah.
But I think these turbo smart turbos, honestly, Ron, the way he was spooling up, it was absolutely insane.
The rear housing is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Shape and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite different to the old.
Plus, it's new technology and turbo smart. I think they've been in the business for about 20 years, but they were building just like wastegates and other bits
But
and bobs.
I think the man that's gone back to Turbo Smart used to be a precision turbo man.
Okay, so he used to work at Precision, yeah?
And he left the company and moved on and
Yeah.
probably built his own turbos.
Yeah. Now, Wicked, I think, done a great job,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, engine's all built up now, bottom end's all
Waiting for
done.
the Big capacity sump.
Okay, so it's going to have an upgraded, what is it, high octane sump or what sort
no,
of
it's one
sump?
of my.
So like a
sumps as
custom
well, so, big,
extended sump.
big extended sump because it again the customer did suffer from a bit of oil surge on
Yep.
hard acceleration.
Yeah.
Which we know why now.
Yep. So,
Standard sump, with
Nice.
standard baffle, standard everything, standard oil pump.
that's crazy. So you put upgraded oil pump in it
Yeah,
now.
we're going to go just M1.
Yeah. Wicked run, but we can't wait for this car to be back in action. Obviously, engine's all built up now. We're waiting for the last bits and bobs to arrive, and then we'll have it in the car very soon. And then, man like Jason, are you ready for round 2?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready, mate.
We're all ready.
We're all ready. Everyone's ready. Trust me.
Right guys, before we head off, a quick word from our sponsors, Easy Car Claims.
Dealing with a car accident can be really stressful. That's where Easy Car Claims can help.
Whether you need quick claim processing, safe vehicle storage or a replacement car, Easy Car Claims has everything covered from repairs to personal injury support, and there's no extra fees.
They handle both fault and non-fault claims, including for PCO driving.
The service is available all over the UK.
So if you're ever in an accident, go to easycarclaims.co.uk, follow the simple steps and let them take care of everything. Your accident is their priority.
Right guys, let's get back to the video.
I want to just clarify 1 or 2 points that a few people actually asked me on this car from looking at the last video. A lot of people said we actually pushed the car and then the engine blew up. The car actually was already running 1.4 bar on the old Precision turbo, So when we put this turbo on, we only pushed it to the same boost level. However, this turbo is actually making more power than the precision turbo, at least about 100 horsepower more. So it wasn't a boost thing that actually damaged the engine. It was the car was making more power and the injectors were failing, and that's how the engine let go and the piston cracked. Let's give you a walk around on this beast. We'll start from the front. The car has the OEM original front bumper, but it looks like it's got a Series 3 front lip. From what I can see, the car's a 1995 model, but it's got a 1997 front lip on it, which is a Series 3, just a later model. It complements the car really nicely. Guys, as you can see, it's got the deadly work wheels, but look besides it. It's got the AP Racing big brake kit. Guys, the brakes are amazing on this car. Trust me, when you have a car of this power, you definitely need a deadly brake kit. And on the rear, we've got the original Brembos. Coming over to the interior, guys, it's got these beautiful Recaro seats in red. It just goes really well. The interior is super clean with a nice Nismo gear knob on it, and the seats just go so well. It's got Nismo floor mats as well. It's just OEM plus, you know. Looks beautiful, guys. On the rear wheel, guys, you can see the work wheel's got a much bigger dish. It looks so deadly, you know. The way it's just sitting, it's a beautiful car. As you guys all know, it was from Garage Saurus in Japan, famous tuner and a company known for drag racing, circuit racing, and having some of the fastest cars in Japan. We have a carbon cover on the rear bumper, guys, because when it's shooting out deadly flames, we don't want it to ruin the rear bumper. So it looks really nice with that. And it's a V-Spec model as well, guys. So that had the better limited slip diff and a few extra upgrades. We have the rear bumper spats here, the Nismo extensions. They complement it so well as well. It just makes the rear end look a lot more tough. There's not a lot that's been done to it. It's just little subtle features on the car that have been upgraded, and it just looks so good. So I feel like a lot of people back in the days, they had like big body kits on them. Do you know what? No offense to anyone, if you like that sort of look, great on you. That's the sort of stuff Gobby likes. But me personally, I like the OEM plus finish, and I feel like this car just, yeah, it ticks all the right boxes. It drives really nice. It's just perfect for the road. This car will be, once it's mapped, it was already making almost 800 horsepower on a stock engine. It's going to be way past 800 horsepower, but I don't even know if the owner ever wants that sort of power. He was happy with 650 horsepower. So guys, the car is all buttoned up now. Ron and Jamie have worked really hard on it, and it's time for the car to go back to its owner. We've put a running in map, so man like Jason's already come down and done that. He's going to run the engine in about 1,000 miles, enjoy it when the weather's nice. He's up in York, so the weather, I don't know, it might be raining, or
yeah,
you know, UK weather's not great. But yeah, whenever the weather's good, he's going to enjoy it. But yeah, guys, I think once he's run the engine in and the car's back with Ron, we're going to definitely dyno it, see what power we could push from it. I hope you guys all enjoyed the madness we've gone through this car. It's been an emotional one for all of us, isn't it, Ron?
Definitely, yeah.
Guys, if you have liked this episode, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and drop a deadly comment. Until next time, stay tuned and stay ready.